BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1567. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I like to spend some time daily talking with you about some aspect of job search because it doesn't really have to be all that hard, difficult, painful, or take all that long. This show is dedicated, just like my YouTube channel at jobsearchtv.com, toward helping you find work. It's a DIY approach to job search, and if you want me to customize it specifically for you, you can always contact me for one-on-one coaching through thebiggamehunter.us. And today's show answers a question from someone. How long does it take for you to hear back from my recruiter after the interview? Hope you find it helpful and give it a great review. And let's get going, okay? The question I was asked is, how long does it take to hear back from your recruiter after an on-site interview? Now, there are 2 points I want to answer here. The first one is the overall question. How long does it take to hear back? And my assumption is this is being asked about a third-party recruiter, a contingency recruiter, not the corporate recruiter. Now, it takes as long as it takes for them to get feedback from their client. And it takes as long as the client takes to communicate it to them. Because remember, just follow the food chain here. Agency recruiter, generally corporate recruiter. Let's take that person out of the equation. Hiring manager, subordinates to the hiring manager who may have been involved with the interview, during this process. And the three of them have to do up a quick report, meeting certain criteria, communicate with their boss, who then has to communicate with your recruiter. Sounds easy, except the staff of the hiring manager isn't only doing recruiting. Like, there's a guy that I coach who's trying to hire a bunch of people for his group, and he still has his job of managing his sales team while he's trying to hire a half a dozen people. And he's booked on interviews. He has work to do regarding the sales team and helping them close deals and supporting them in their work. He's not exactly sitting down and doing his write-up for HR. So it takes time to hear back, and there's no rule, there's no guideline other than as long as it takes. So if no one's writing it up, trust me, they're not exactly rushing out to hire you. Now, here's the other part that was a more subtle thing that I want to address. That is the theme of the question, but it's embedded in the question. And it's the phrase, your recruiter. They are not your recruiter. By definition, a recruiter is someone who goes out to find people for a job. They're trying to hire individuals for a client organization. And what they're trying to do is identify people who fit a client requirement, refer them to that client, and then the person is hired, works there for a period of time, and they are paid. Who is paying them? Is it you, which would make them your recruiter, or the corporation who is hiring them and paying them? Answer, the corporation. They are not your recruiter. You do not own them. They do not report to you. You are paying them nothing. Yes, you have the right to say no to anything that they tell you. Of course you do. But that doesn't make them yours. They work for corporations, and the process of recruiting is to recruit individuals to refer to the person who ultimately pays them. So drop this language of your recruiter. It misleads you and deceives you and can give you heartache later on. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, here are a few more ways to get more from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 6,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information with a focus on interviewing. If you decide to take the lifetime membership at the site, It's $299 currently, but that's the price of a coaching session or an hour of coaching from me, and I'll be giving that to you if you join with a lifetime membership. Have a few questions? Contact me through the Magnify app for iOS or PrestoExperts.com, where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, scheduling a time for Magnify or Presto Experts, speak with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help you with a salary negotiation or my trusted advisor services, and much, much more. Like you, I don't work for free. I do charge for what I do. You can take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands and thousands of courses, not just simply mine, on a host of different subjects that can help you in many different ways. Lastly, join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 250 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're attempting to build a supportive group there. Ask to join. I'm not letting recruiters in at this point. So I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!